So now we have a very special guest. It's my good old friend Nick Kirby Briggs, who has got a very special project indeed for Christmas. Hello, Nick.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm all right. Merry Christmas to you. You have got. I tell you what. I've been fortunate enough to listen to this, and it's absolutely fantastic. Tell us a little bit about this project that you've been working on, and if you don't mind.
Okay. Well, I've been writing songs for a few years, and I tend to write songs from my gut feelings, and it's a way of expressing my emotions. And the tragic loss of my wife, Mandy, who's the most wonderful person in the world. Obviously, it hit me hard, as it would anyone. And for me, it's like, what do I do? I mean, I can sit here crying, or I can pick up my guitar and I can sing my feelings. And so that's what I did. And I wrote the song. And the song is like about everything that I felt and what means so much to me. And I know Mandy was helped so much by Robert Ogden Centre in Leeds, which is part of Macmillan. And Mandy loved it any time that she could do something good. So it was something special for me to put the two ideas together. The way I was feeling, writing the song and saying, I will release this for Macmillan because I know how much that would mean to her. So basically, that's what I've done. And I just want people to click on the link and donate as much as possible.
And it's on all the streaming platforms, we should say.
So it's all on the major
All
platforms.
on there.
Yeah,
Do you know what? In a very complimentary way, I think it's a very Leonard Cohen-esque song. No, but I love Leonard Cohen. I love Leonard Cohen. Do you know? And I put it on, and it's a quite long song as well. You must have been
yeah,
working on it for a long time.
yeah. I will take that. Leonard Cohen was such a fantastic songwriter. So yeah, I'm quite complimented by that, Chris.
No, genuinely, it is absolutely it really moved me when I listened to it. And you've been playing in kind of open mic nights for a long time. Like you say, you've been writing songs for a long time. When can you remember when the first time was that you put a song together?
Well, that again was an emotional time because it followed my separation from my wife and my ability to live with my children.
Right.
And I I just picked up the guitar um, and started singing along with the guitar. And in the space of a few moments, the song was written. And I could not believe I'd just written this song. And it was called The Peace Man because my son said, Dad, I feel like the peace man. And I said, Why is that, Ryan? And he said, Because I tried to give a piece of you, a piece of me to you, and a piece of me to
Yeah.
you as well. He says, So I feel like I'm the peace man. And so I wrote the song called The Peace Man.
Yes, it's been there for you at times, to get you through really kind of difficult times then.
Oh, absolutely. Music is, and I speak a lot with a lot of musicians I speak to. They say it is very cathartic. And I was only speaking to someone the other night who was an amazing musician, and they said that with all their ability, they said like they could write pop songs, but they didn't want to do that. They wanted to sing songs about their feelings, which aren't always the most popular, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of amazing local talent that's doing that, and so I guess that I'm part of that scene, really.
And obviously, writing Flowers Bloom Bright, that process obviously must have been so raw and emotional. But then going into the recording studio, where did you record it, and what was that like?
Well, that was recorded with non-ego music, with and a lot of acclaim has to go to Martin Trippett, who actually had heard the song at an open mic and approached me with the idea of releasing it and
Wow.
recording it as a tribute song for Mandy. And then we said, right, well, maybe we can raise money through Macmillan. So it was like, yeah, a lot of acclaim to Martin Trippett, who has been absolutely fantastic putting time into this and helping me with the project, and also with the sound man, Mr. C, who's been like fantastic as well.
It must have been amazing to press play on that finished song and just take a deep breath and it's done. That must have been just something else.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's been quite an emotional experience, to be quite honest, Chris. So yeah, it means a lot to me.
Have you got any more songs that you've perhaps written for Mandy that we might hear, or is this the only one that you plan on releasing at the minute?
No, I've got some more songs along similar lines, uh, and I've even got songs about Mandy that I wrote while she was in better health as well,
Yeah.
which she always loved it if I wrote a song about her. So this is why I know that she'll be so bought into uh, what's happening today. And I've never been, I've always been a person who's very skeptical about spiritual things. But obviously, there's a part of me that likes to think that she's looking down on me. And today, I had the most weird experience, which was I took a classical guitar back to the guitar shop, parked it outside the shop, locked the car, went back to the car. And when I went back to the car was unlocked. But not only was the car unlocked, but all the windows had been wound down
No.
on and it's like the only way you can do that is by turning on the ignition. And I had the and I'll be honest with you, I had quite a bit of money in the guitar, which in the car, which hadn't been touched. So it wasn't like someone had broken into the
No,
car.
to get what was in the car, no.
No, it's like the most weird thing of all. But I've had quite an emotionally upsetting time recently. And it's like, and I'm always skeptical about these things. But I think, like, if she was looking down on me, it would be like the most miraculous thing that she could have ever done. Because I can't think of a single explanation. I went back to the car and I could not believe it was my car because all the windows were down. And I actually looked at the registration. I had to look at it twice. And I'm going like, no, that is my car. And I thought, how did that happen?
That is, there is no explanation. Like, there is
There is
absolutely,
no,
there isn't.
there is no explanation. I've had a few instances of stuff that which has been unexplainable because I'm like, I've never really particularly believed in the spiritual, but there's some things that can't be explained, and I can't explain that.
Well, I tell you what, thank you so much for coming on to tell us about Flowers Bloom Bright. We look forward to hearing your future songs in 2025. We hope we'll hear them. But more importantly, the Just Giving link is on the YouTube page in the description if people want to donate. And for the radio listeners, if you go to Chris Benson Quiz on YouTube, you will see the details of how to donate to Macmillan after hearing this song. Nick, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much, Chris, because this means so much to me. And the more money we can raise, and I know it, Macmillan means so much because so many people have been touched by this. So, yeah, the more the better. Thank you.
Absolutely, you're welcome.